Governor Gavin Newsom, he is locked into a battle with one of his predecessors, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Apparently, Newsom is reportedly refusing to honor Schwarzenegger with a key state honor because of Schwarzenegger's disapproval of Newsom's push to redistrict the state and gerrymander it so that basically the entire place becomes Democratic congressionally. Tell us about a bit more about this here, what the Terminator is doing here to Newsom and how this is all happening.
Yeah, I mean, it seems petty as possible just on the surface. It's so funny because Newsom has been having this really aggressive effort to rebrand him on social media. He's the tough guy. He's fighting fire with Trump. But if you can't stand up to Schwarzenegger, who is not very political at this point in his career, yes, he was a Republican, still is, but he's the softest of Republicans you'll possibly find. So he's not throwing sharp elbows. So this just seems like a very, very, very minor way to strike back at someone who's criticizing something you're doing. How about engage with the governor and see why they might agree on some issues as well. So it just seems like a bad political move for someone who's got a little bit of energy right now, for better or worse.
But Christian, you're in California. I have a lot of people here in Australia talking to me about Gavin Newsom, asking what I think about him. And I feel like this is one of those moments that's very revealing about the guy's character. I mean, if he's going to be so petty about this, is everything just going to be this political fight, turning everybody into either friends or enemies?
Yeah, it's a bad look for sure. And it's something he shouldn't really be engaging with. He should just honor the ex-governor, who's obviously a huge movie star and a pop culture icon, and just leave it there. I mean, I think that's magnanimous. And I think it's what people want to see from the politicians. Yes, we'll get in the fight and we'll throw some sharp elbows, but at the end of the day, you've got to kind of rise to a certain level and just be above it all. And this is the perfect moment. And, the fact that Politico is reporting on this, which is not exactly a conservative website, makes it more interesting for sure. And just a quick note, I'm actually based in Denver, Colorado, but I cover Hollywood and California excessively.
My apologies for the misgeographying there, I guess we can call it there. Hey, before I let you go, though, how dare I? But it's Coloradan, sir. But I want to get your thoughts finally before I let you go about this amazing story about Vanity Fair magazine, where apparently the journos are going to walk out because First Lady Melania Trump is set to feature on the magazine's front cover. I would think that Melania Trump is this incredibly glamorous woman who speaks a bunch of languages and has brought, her own flair and elegance to the White House, yet people can't accept her. What's going on here? That at Vanity Fair, they won't go into the office if they run her on the cover.
I mean, none of this is surprising. There's a reason why she hasn't graced any covers in many years, despite what she's been accomplishing and because of her role in the White House. But I would just suggest to the people who are blowing a gasket over this particular potential cover to watch the movie we just talked about, Elephant in the Room. They may kind of open their minds a bit about, hey, maybe we all can get along, and maybe a beautiful, interesting first lady deserves to be on our magazine cover without all sorts of consternation. Or I could just say, quit, leave. I'm sure a lot of journalists out there would love the jobs you have. I think they'll step in pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's just amazing to me that anybody would be walking out of a magazine job in New York, but there you go. Christian Toto, thank you so much for your time, and check out the Hollywood and Toto website.